What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most requested reviews analysis, so stick around. You don't want to miss this. But before we get into that, if you're considering a purchase, don't miss out on this incredible discount available right now. Check the description below and the pinned first comment. Now, let's not delay any further and jump right into the details.
Let's start with our first reviewer's experience.
This reviewer, a man in his 40s, decided to get back into cycling with his wife for some weekend leisure after nearly 2 decades away from the hobby. Finding that he tired out quickly on a traditional bicycle, he began an overwhelming, multi-week search for an electric alternative. As a taller and heavier individual, our reviewer needed a robust frame and settled on this particular commuter e-bike, hoping it would be a suitable entry-level choice. The experience started on a rough note as the package arrived visibly mishandled by the shipping carrier. Upon opening the box, he discovered some minor parts were broken, including the display mount and a plastic switch casing. While assembly was generally straightforward with the help of online videos, these initial damages were disappointing. However, the first ride completely changed his perspective. Despite the bike being slightly smaller than he'd hoped, it was comfortable enough, and he was immediately impressed by its power. Hills and distances that were once a struggle became effortlessly conquerable, and our reviewer was excited by the new possibilities for his weekend rides. Further issues did arise, notably with the battery not securing properly, which was eventually traced to a chipped locking mechanism. Throughout these challenges, the company's support was responsive. Although it took a couple of weeks to resolve everything, they ultimately sent out all the necessary replacement parts, including an entirely new battery, which fixed the problem for good. Our reviewer notes that while the wait could be frustrating for a daily commuter, it was manageable for his recreational use. In the end, despite the initial shipping-related setbacks, he is thrilled with his purchase, finding the bike incredibly fun to ride and highly recommends it.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer came to this electric bike as an upgrade from a more basic model, primarily using it for an 8-mile city commute each way. After putting a fair amount of mileage on it, they've developed a good feel for its strengths and weaknesses. Their riding style is a bit particular, as they prefer to rely on the throttle for power rather than using pedal assist, often combining manual pedaling with the motor as needed. From the start, the experience was positive. Assembling this commuter e-bike was reportedly straightforward by following an online video. Our reviewer was also pleased to find that it came equipped with all the essential accessories that many others leave out, such as a bright headlight, a tail light with turn signals, fenders, and a very useful rear rack. They even had a positive interaction with the company's customer service, which promptly sent a replacement for a seat that was damaged during shipping. On the road, the bike feels powerful and surprisingly sturdy, inspiring confidence even at its top speed. The battery life has proven more than sufficient for a full round-trip commute, even when using the throttle at maximum power for most of the journey. However, our reviewer notes that, as expected with most electric vehicles, the motor's power is noticeably stronger on a full charge. To reach the highest speeds or to maintain a good pace up hills, a bit of pedal power is required, which they actually appreciate as a way to get some light exercise. For those less concerned with speed, the motor seems capable of tackling inclines on its own at a more relaxed pace. There are a few minor quirks, like having to physically disconnect a wire to disable the pedal assist for a throttle-only mode, and some slight brake noise that has developed over time, but overall, the impression is of a very capable and well-equipped machine.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer has only put about 12 miles on this electric bike, so these initial thoughts come with that caveat. Overall, while not without a few minor quirks, our reviewer doesn't feel these detract enough to significantly lower the rating for what has been a genuinely enjoyable experience so far. Right off the bat, this electric cruiser impressed with its apparent sturdiness, feeling solid and well built. Assembly was surprisingly straightforward, described as pretty easy to get through, but the biggest takeaway for this client is just how incredibly fun this thing is to ride. There have been a couple of small snags, however. One minor issue involves the seat clamp, which, despite being tightened as much as possible, struggles to maintain the seat's desired nose-down position and tends to pivot. Our reviewer opted to simply replace the seat to resolve this. Another area for improvement lies in the accompanying manual, which isn't always the clearest on certain functions. For instance, figuring out how to reset the trip counter required some trial and error, involving a specific sequence of pressing and holding different buttons to navigate settings and zero out the display. Similarly, learning the optimal way to use the throttle and pedal assist modes came without clear guidance. Our reviewer quickly discovered that engaging pedal assist from a standstill on flat ground can result in a rather forceful acceleration, often exceeding what one might expect from their pedaling input. The workaround involves either gently using the throttle to get up to speed first or simply turning off the pedal assist until it's genuinely needed for uphill climbs or tougher terrains. Thankfully, these little discoveries weren't big deal breakers and became second nature after just a few minutes of riding. In terms of performance, our reviewer, weighing around 180 pounds, found this electric bike easily hit 25 miles per hour on straight, flat stretches, even on steep inclines.
And that's it. If this video helped, hit like and subscribe for more. Let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching.